Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh, and greetings to our lecturer, Sir Zulkifli bin Ismail. We are from SR246A. This video is for the assessment and assignment SRT666, Statistics in Behavioral and Sport. Our research title for this mini research is Intrinsic Motivation and Physical Activity Participation among UI Temperless Students. Our questionnaire was IMI and IPAC. Before we go further into the study, let me introduce our members team. We have Muhammad Amza Daniel bin Fairuz, me, Muhammad Hadif bin Sharizal, Nazif Azma Hakim bin Muhammad Sofyan, Muhammad Khairul Aiman bin Muhammad Bakir, and lastly, Nur Aliyah Maisarah binti Dola Ali. A research background for this study. This research study highlights the level of intrinsic motivation and physical activity participation among the UI Temperless students. In this chapter, it also consists of a few variables such as demographic, level of intrinsic motivation, MET for physical activity, faculty, and gender. Here's our research objective for RO1 to determine the level of motivation among student UI Temperless. RO2, the relationship between intrinsic motivation and physical activities participation among student UI Temperless. Here's our research question. RQ1, what is the level of intrinsic motivation for participating in physical activities among UI Temperless students? And RQ2, is there a relationship between intrinsic motivation and physical activity participation among UI Temperless students? The research hypothesis is HA1, there is a relationship between intrinsic motivation and physical activity participation among UI Temperless students. HO2, there is no relationship between intrinsic motivation and physical activity participation among UI Temperless students.
Transfer data from the Excel to SPSS. Firstly, transfer data that have been collected from Excel to SPSS. Open SPSS, click File, then Import Data and click Excel. Click Excel that have been filled with the data. Make sure there are no missing data from the Excel. Add the gender, put 1 for male and 2 for female. At the level of education, put 1 on diploma and 2 for degree. For faculty, number 1 is faculty Business and Management. Number 2, Faculty of Applied Science. Number 3, Faculty of Computer and Mathematics Science. Number 4, Faculty of Accountancy. Number 5, Faculty of Built Environment. Number 6, Faculty of Plantation and Agrotechnology. Number 7, Faculty of Sports Science and Recreation. For question, put value 1, not at all. Number 2, mostly untrue. Number 3, slightly untrue. Number 4, somewhere true. Number 5, slightly true. Number 6, mostly true. And number 7, very true. Click transform. Click record into different variable. Select Q2, Q9, Q11, Q14, Q19 and Q21. For the name, put Q2R and label question to reverse and change. For question 9, put Q9R in the name and question 9 reverse at the level and change. Repeat this step until question 21. Next, click all and new variable. In all variable, put 1 and new value is 7. Next, 2 to 6, 3 to 5, 4, maintain 4, 5 to 3, 6 to 2, and 7 to 1. Next, click continue and OK. Make sure all the question part are measured as ordinal.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Kariman. Then we proceed to how to find a mean of intrinsic motivation. First of all, we need to go to the data view and then need to click a transform and click a compute variable. At the target variable, you need type total underscore motivation. After that, you need to add a function and special variable. You need to find a mean. That when a mean came out at a numeric expression, you must put a number of question. All the number of question, you should have a 22 of question, but if you have a reverse question, you need to put a reverse question. Such as I put a question number 2 reverse, and then I put a question 3, question 4, question 5, question 6, question 7, question 8, and question 9 reverse. Then continue to question 10, and put question 11 reverse, and then I put question number 12, then question number 13, and then we have a question 14 reverse, and I continue to put a question number 15, and then I continue to put a question number 16, and question number 17, 18, and question number 19 reverse, and then question number 20, and we have a question number 21 reverse. Then I put question number 22. I click OK. After that, you can go to a data view, slide, move to the right side, and you will see total motivation. So this is the answer how to find the mean of intrinsic motivation. Okay, next, how to find descriptive statistic of IMI. First of all, you need to go to the data view, and then if we have go to the data view already, we need to click analyze and find descriptive statistic, and find descriptive is under frequencies, and have a lot of things. Then you must find total intrinsic motivation and transfer into a variable, and you must click our option button and make sure mean, standard deviation, minimum and maximum must have clicked, and then you click continue and click OK. After that, you will get your total intrinsic motivation for descriptive statistic. Thank you. Okay, next continue how to get a normality test. First of all, same, you need to go to the data view. After that, you need to click analyze, and then you click descriptive statistic, and you find explore, and then here you need to find total total intrinsic motivation and bring it into the dependent list. Also IPAC, you need to bring to that area, and you create a normative plot with this. You need to click right and you click a continue. Okay, next, to find correlation between IMI and IPAC or IPAQ. First of all, go to the data view, and then after we go to data view, we need to click analyze and find correlate and click a bivariate. When this come out, you need to scroll down and you must find the total intrinsic motivation. You must find and bring to the right, and also IPAQ. And then you need to make sure the correction coefficient, which is experiment test, are not present because it's not a normal distribute of this research, and click OK, and then the result will come out like this.
This table presents the descriptive statistic for intrinsic motivation among the respondents. A total of 60 respondents participated in this study. The mean score was 4.38, indicating a high level of intrinsic motivation among the respondents. The minimum score was 3.25, while the maximum score was 5.37. In addition, the standard deviation was 0.47, which suggests that the response were relative, consistent, and the most respondents had similar level of intrinsic motivation. Based on the non-parametric correlation analysis, Spearman correlation was conducted because the data were not normally distributed. The results show a significant positive correlation between intrinsic motivation and physical activity level. Rs equals 0.366, P equals 0.004. This means that respondents with higher intrinsic motivation tend to be more physically active.
For data analysis, this study used statistical package for the social science SPSS to analyze the collected data. First, descriptive statistics were conducted by selecting analyze, descriptive statistic, descriptive in SPSS. This analysis was used to determine the minimum score, maximum score, mean and standard deviation for the level of the intrinsic motivation among UiTM Perlis students. This descriptive statistics provide an overall summary of the participants' intrinsic motivation levels. Next, differential statistics were performed using the Spearman rank correlation test. Before conducting the correlation analysis, the normality test showed that the data were not normally distributed. Therefore, the Spearman correlation was selected instead of Pearson correlation. This test was used to examine the relationship between intrinsic motivation and physical activity participation, measured using MET score from the IPAC questionnaires. In summary, descriptive statistics were used to describe the level of intrinsic motivation, while Spearman correlation was used to determine whether there is a significant relationship between intrinsic motivation and physical activity participation.